They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. Gives it on the option. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a deep.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Taking it the other way. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown Doors. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
They'll move the tight end. Now the play fake. Complete with conviction on the crosser. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Bulldogs moving quickly to the line.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Pulls it and fires to the left.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Wide receiver going in motion. Out of the gun, the inside give. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Gets it out quickly. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. 8 play of the drive, and to keep this one going, they'll need to convert a 3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Splits the uprights. Good. That'll trim the deficit to 15.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and trying to stay on the field.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Commodores will snap it on 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
You want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. We open the final period with a 3rd down play. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Zings it complete to the right. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Commodores are marching down the field. The run from the shotgun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He makes the grab. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this 3rd down in Starkville. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28.
And there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than when you're losing, you know they're going to run the football, they're trying to run the clock, and you can't stop them. They've got to be more aggressive, bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. They've got to stop this ground game and get the ball back.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Commodores trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run. And you know at this area of the field, it's really tough to throw it. Let's see who the more physical side is.
Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stopped short of the goal line.
Well, that's new. If you want to keep the ball to the tight end in this situation and let him run the football, I mean.
Touchdown, Vandy! And the route is on. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this two-game slide.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion and coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
That's reeled in. It's Sampson. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
I love when my wide receiver sees the coverage, sits it down, understands its zone, runs the curl, catches the ball, and then gets upfield and gets some positive yards.
Back to throw, it's Croman Hope. Just a short pass to the tight end. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Give to the back. Gets it past the marker. He got loose, almost passed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it from the red zone. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Williams. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Off the play fake. Got it behind the line. It's Jackson. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Bulldog! And they take it in for 6 more points. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all offseason to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
To the air, it's Croman Hope. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They want that clock to run.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on 3rd down. More cowbell. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Commodores will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
And you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Back to throw, it's Croman Hope. Grabbed behind the line, it's Jackson. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Now on 3rd down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Wide open downfield. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's complete to the left. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
1st down, Bulldogs.
To the air on 1st down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Williams. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. 3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the 1st. Dropping back, it's Croman Hope. Makes the grab. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. Takes a snap, wants to throw. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming.
QB spikes the ball, and the clock is stopped. No gain.
A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out.
Illegal forward pass.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Looking to throw. He wants it all. And that one is picked off in the end zone. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
And